Okay, so this is a mix of current and all-time quarterbacks.
Okay.
All right. So there's 4 quarterbacks that's have more than 5,000 yards rushing total.
Rushing.
Okay. Okay. So there's one with 6,109. There's one with 5,628. There's one with 5,232. And then there was one with 5,011. Who do you think have the most rushing yards out of the quarterbacks?
Bro, it has to be Michael Vick or Lamar.
Okay, Michael Vick. Michael Vick, number 1.
Okay.
Now, this might surprise you of one of the guys that's in the top 4.
Because he's not black, huh?
No, he's black.
Okay.
They all black.
Okay.
They all black. But one of them might surprise you. So you got Michael Vick, you got Cam Newton, you got Lamar Jackson. Who do you think that 4th one is?
How long ago, real quick?
Who do you think that 4th one is?
Can you answer the question?
Still active.
That's crazy. It can't be Kyler Murray.
How can it?
Or is it Kyler Murray?
Who do you think?
Kyler Murray, bro. Just give me
Russell Wilson.
Get out. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Russell Wilson.
I guess it makes sense.
The fastest player to make it to 5,000 yards rushing as a quarterback is
Michael Vick.
Lamar Jackson.
Fucking up to that.
In 82 games.
Jesus Christ. He was going nuts his MVP
That's
year, though.
crazy.
Do you know how many yards he had his MVP year?
I can't even tell you. I'll have to go back and look it up. But
I remember he went stupid that year.
But low-key, he's balling this year.
Yeah.
Now, before we get into the episode, because the debate is pretty hot right now. First of all, I truly, at this current moment, there's no quarterback, maybe one, and it's a dark horse. But to me, I don't even feel like a quarterback is an MVP right now of NFL this year. But if there was one player that at this current moment, we in week what?
We're going
12?
Yeah.
Week 12? Who would you have as your MVP right now?
As a quarterback?
Just as a player.
As a player, can I give you 3?
Give me 3.
I'm going to have to say CJ.
Okay, CJ Stroud, rookie.
A rookie, which is crazy. For a minute, I was saying Myles Garrett.
Okay.
I don't think I can say that no more. And also Lamar, bro. Like Lamar, he's out there doing it again, man.
Okay.
Lamar.
I'm going to say AJ Brown.
I can't say that after the past 2 weeks.
After 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks.
Not the 2 weeks he been on my fantasy.
They ain't been getting him nothing. They were like, let's lock him down. 3 of them on him. I would say Myles Garrett's still in my conversation because he's still disruptive and still causing like havoc. Like he's killing these. And then I would say, honestly, man, rookie or not, you got to throw CJ Stroud in that conversation.
You seen those numbers?
I mean, numbers, the makeup of his team,
and just
how
the
they're
way
winning,
he's balling.
How they're winning.
The way he's playing is crazy, man.
Hey,
you wouldn't expect a boy so young.
A boy
so poised.
A boy so young.
So young.
Oh, you sound like a boy so young.
I was trying not to say the N-word.
Yeah, I know. Oh, man, let's get it started.
Cheers,
hey, cheers.
Boy. Yeah. What's that you listening to? Hey, that's Dawg Money by the podcast on the iPhone or the iPad. Swear it got me in my zone. Please leave me alone so I can catch up on my flight back. Takes 18, no plan B. Get it tuned in, understand me. Talking parlays, hitting sweet in a parfait. Getting bread like pantry. Say it can't be, but they did it. I know some haters that still won't admit it. Boys, it's so crazy they might get committed. They talk a little different, not trying to be distant, but ain't no way you come close. You say less, you be doing the most. You can sink or swim or hop in the boat, but you better not touch that remote. Cause that's Dawg Money. Get short, get tall money. Big Blacks, that's wild money. Big facts, you should call that back, cause what y'all call money is not at all money.
Dog money.
2 men, 2 mic, 2 laptops. Too much you say, 2 lash out. Big boy then bought that cash out like cash cow.
Dog money.
Gotta keep it above. Ain't nowhere else we can go here but up. A win is a win, and we do it again and again until we remember.
Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome back to the Dawg Money Podcast. This is episode 16 of season 2. I go by Money Marvin. I'm sitting here with my boy Big Chubbs.
Spirit fingers. Spirit
And
fingers.
we got Man Drew on the 1 and 2s.
Boing. Boing, boing. Spirit
Are y'all
fingers.
still drunk from Thanksgiving or something?
I'm in
Jesus
the
Christ.
spirit. I'm in the spirit,
Y'all must have
my
made
brother.
some money.
I'm in the spirit, my brother.
Y'all must have made some money.
I'm in the spirit, my brother.
Glad to be back here with y'all again.
Yes, sir. Before we get into it, how was your weekend? How was your Thanksgiving?
Bro, it was the longest holiday weekend ever.
It was long, huh?
Yeah, it was long, dog. I just think I did something every single day.
Okay.
And
So
like,
it was busy.
I got no rest. Yeah, it was busy.
Yeah. Can't say the same.
Kicked it with the family, kicked it with y'all. Went to the Rebels game
Did we kick it?
Thanksgiving night.
We did. I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot most of the night because I had a little bit too much cognac.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man, it was a good weekend for me, man.
That was, hey, I will say Thanksgiving weekend was a great weekend for me. Family time. Was able to cook at the house. Me and my wife, me and Janique, we decided to, started last year. We started deciding to just kind of cook at the house just to make sure we would just wanted to vibe at the house. You know what I mean? So, we still went out, seen the family, but we cooked at the house. So it was cool. Honestly, I had a good long chill weekend because I'm off on Wednesdays for work. I had, a 5-day weekend? Right. So I was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Well, I only went to work for an hour on Monday, so I guess I had a 5-day weekend too.
I wish I was off Monday because they gave us the blues Monday when we came back. Yeah. Them phone lines was on fire.
Well, we went so hard before just so we can be prepared for the holidays that I had nothing to do when I logged in on Monday.
Them phone lines was on fire. Burning up.
Yeah, anyway.
Them lines is just burning.
Anyway. Let's go ahead and get into it, man.
Man, I will say, first of all, before we get into it, Patreon is still up and loaded. NBA season is here. NBA season has been here. NFL season is about mid-season form now. Week 12? Week 12. So colleges, it's a wrap, basically. For a lot of teams, they're just waiting for bowl game invitations, bowl games where they're going to play at.
I want to say the selection is this weekend.
Is
Sunday.
it this weekend? Okay.
This Sunday.
Okay, so waiting on this weekend just to see what bowl game they'll be playing in. For a lot of teams, not a lot of teams, but for a few conferences, there's championship weekend to determine who's going to be in the championship, which also has big upside for college football playoffs as well. So it's still a big weekend in college football. So we got this weekend, you got next weekend, which is is it the Army-Navy game that's usually, or is that Army?
It's after the championship
Air
weeks.
Force. Yes. So that's week 14.
Army-Navy.
Yeah. But so we still got essentially 2 more weeks
It's like
of the regular season.
This Saturday ever when you think about it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a few games.
Do you watch the Army-Navy game?
Oh, not at all.
I watched it last year. It was pretty good.
But
that's nothing I do.
I don't never watch that.
Every year.
To be honest with you.
I watched it last year. It was pretty good.
Never watch it. But I'm absolutely looking forward to this weekend. But going back to it, Patreon is up and loaded. We'll be putting out NBA player props to kind of substitute for NCAA plays. We'll throw them out as much as we can throughout the week. Just when we feeling it, we're still going to try to get you that minimum 2 plays in the week. But, it's a little different with NBA because lineups, they do put them out, the starting lineups, about an hour before the game starts. So if you're not clocked into your phone and have a notification up, if you're on the Patreon, you'll miss it if we post it because we usually don't post it until about 3:30ish, so you can get the best number right then and then have the best play. So just if you're a Patreon member, go ahead and keep your notifications on for those plays for NBA. Now, speaking of Patreon, last week, I got to get this out early because we're not talking about it later in the show.
All right.
Last week.
Unless you want to throw it on the bums.
Nah. I got to get this off my chest right now. So last week, we felt so great about this ticket last week. Gave out on the Patreon, Arizona -12, Liberty -16.5, Clemson -7.5, Notre Dame -26. Felt great about that 4-teamer. Loved them all separately, but felt like that was a great 4-team banger. Right? Should have been a great 4-team banger.
Hopefully you didn't parlay that.
I parlayed it. Absolutely. I took them separate, but I absolutely parlayed it because I felt like that was a 4-team banger. Like,
technically it was.
And now let's get into the technicalities of who killed this. Liberty. You get my bum of the century right now. I'm tired of this.
Is that the worst beat of the year so far?
I think it might be tied.
Yeah.
You know what I felt like when I watched that? You remember Holes?
Yeah.
The movie Holes?
Yeah.
When she was like, I'm tired of this, granddad.
That's too damn bad.
I was like, I'm tired of this, granddad.
Have you ever put in a bet and you feel like you lost or it didn't cover because you bet on it?
No. Yes.
I felt that way when I be being greedy.
Yeah. Absolutely when you're greedy.
Yeah. I feel like, okay, they didn't win because I bet on them being greedy.
Especially when it's your team. When it's your team, I really be like, dang, I shouldn't even touch that.
I really get that a lot with Oklahoma.
But let me give y'all the really quick. Liberty. Let's give you the picture.
Didn't they have it covered in the first half?
What?
I'm sorry.
These fools went into the fourth quarter up 42-7.
Lord have mercy.
They needed to win by 17 points. They were up 42-7. They gave up 21 points in the fourth quarter. That last touchdown, guess how many seconds they had left in the game and they gave up that?
30 seconds.
21 seconds.
Oh my God, bro.
Left.
Were you watching the game?
Yes.
Oh, I know you was sick. I know you was sick.
This was me the whole time.
You a lot calmer than me.
Zoe was coming there. Hey, Dad. Please get away from me.
She knew.
Please get away from me. Because they going to make me mad up in here tonight.
That remind me of that little gif of that baby that come in the room and be like, oh shit. Run out.
That's literally that. I was like, bro, come on, man. But outside of that, it was 3-1 weekend, so still gave out bangers. If you took them straight, good. You great. This weekend, we're going to have some player props for NFL ready to lock and load. May have some plays tomorrow. Saturday. Depends because still college football.
Still.
We're going to kind of go through the plays anyway on this show, but we might give out some NBA plays because it's not that in-season tournament going on this weekend. That's been real weird. But yeah. Patreon news, there we go. So if you haven't joined, go ahead and join. Next year we turn it up.
So we don't got to talk about Liberty no more.
No more.
All right, bet.
Yeah, actually we do. But
I just know what it does for you to get that off your chest, bro.
Yeah, thank you,
You've
man.
been
I
sitting on
appreciate
that
it.
for a minute.
Let me get thank you, because I was waiting to talk about that. But rolling over, we're gonna scroll over into really no news, nothing out of the normal. But we're gonna just hop into the NCAA football talk. We're gonna start with that Dawg Money Heisman watch.
I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog. Every dog had his day, man. Every dog.
Now, with the Dawg Money Heisman watch, we're at the end of the season. Mm-hmm. There's players that's in the watch list that don't get a chance to play one more game. So there's a few players that actually still have a chance to fine-tune their resume this weekend in a championship games and have memorable moments, if anything, right? So for our watch, and these guys haven't really changed, you have Bo Nix, who actually is, and I'm going to go in order based off of what they are on FanDuel odds and Boyd odds right now.
All right.
So you have Bo Nix. Right now he's the favorite, minus 180. And then you have Jaden Daniels, and Bo Nix is Oregon's quarterback. Jaden Daniels, LSU's quarterback. He is the second at plus 140. Right? Then you have, down the line, Michael Penix Jr. at plus 1,600, so 1,600. And that's Washington's quarterback, who we had in our list. And at this point, I feel like because there's nothing else for him to show in the regular season, he's essentially going to be the odd man out. Even though he had a great season, he's going to be the odd man out.
Who's that?
And we'll give him honorable mention. Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh, yeah.
Had an amazing season.
Great season.
Should absolutely be a top 5, top 3,
two.
top 2. If it ain't Caleb Williams, it's Marvin Harrison Jr. That should go off the board type stuff. This year, if he decides to go ahead and declare for the draft.
He will.
Absolutely.
He better.
He should. Absolutely. Go get that money. But just discussing them really quick, right? You have Bo Nix, Oregon. So just to give you their stats really quick as well. Right now, Bo Nix, before this weekend and to preference, Bo Nix has a game coming up versus Washington. So he still has a game to fine-tune that Heisman and college football playoff push.
Him and Michael Penix.
Michael Penix as well. They'll be playing each other.
Rematch.
Jaden Daniels will be the only one that's going to be an odd man out. Now, speaking of Bo Nix first, 3,906 yards passing, 37 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and he has 6 touchdowns on the ground with 159 yards rushing. To me, I feel like and you may have a different outlook on me than me on that one, but I don't feel like he's had that signature game or signature win just yet, just because I won't consider that loss against Washington the first go around as a signature just because of the loss, right?
Yeah, and it wasn't. It's nothing that nothing else he could have did to win that.
But go play defense.
Unless they want to put him at safety.
Like, you got to play defense at that point.
Yeah, because the defense should have stopped Washington if they wanted to win that ball game.
Absolutely. Second in line, you have Jaden Daniels, LSU quarterback, who honestly, quietly, had an absolute tear of a year. Finished with, and I forgot to give his percentage. Bo Nix had completed 78.6% of his passes.
315 out of 401.
Yeah, that's a lot of completions.
Oh, yeah.
That's efficient right there. Jaden Daniels, he went 72.2%, 3,812 yards rushing, 40 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. He ran the ball for 1,134 yards and 10 touchdowns on the ground. His signature game was against Florida, which we talked about a couple of episodes ago. But he is literally a couple of yards shy of a 5,000-yard season as a whole, passing and rushing.
That's crazy.
Which is wild. 40 touchdown passes to 4 interceptions is crazy efficient.
That's crazy, dog.
He led his team in rushing.
And that's the crazier part about all of that.
The only thing that he couldn't do is play defense.
Or a long snap.
I saw something on my timeline come across with him and Joe Burrow, because of course they're gonna compare the two, because Joe Burrow was at LSU, he was at LSU. He actually had better numbers than Joe Burrow did his championship year. You want to know the difference?
Yeah, I do, because I got a question.
That defense is the only difference.
You think he's a better quarterback?
No. I don't know, man.
I can't say so.
I don't know.
I can't say that right now.
I'm going to be honest with you. If we're talking college alone.
I'm talking about Joe Burrow at LSU Is Daniels a better quarterback than what Joe Burrow was when he was in college?
Are you asking me, am I taking Joe Burrow or Jaden Daniels?
Knowing what you know about him now.
And we comparing the two?
Yeah.
Give me Jaden Daniels.
Man, give me Joe Burrow.
You know why?
Why?
Joe Burrow had Jamar Chase.
He had dogs.
And Justin Jefferson. You talking about guys that can be considered top 5 in the league right now.
Still going with Joe.
I'm going with
feel
Jaden,
like
and that's and either
some
way
reason-
you can either way you
yeah,
gonna
neither
go.
one of us wrong. I'm not arguing.
Either
that
way,
with you.
no, absolutely.
I just feel
it's
like
hard to say.
When Joe Burrow played football, he is really reading the field in slow motion.
Did you watch Jaden Daniels?
I did. Not too much.
Let me tell you, as the year progressed, I watched him read the field,
Yeah.
and I was like, yo, okay. Now, if we talking
Yeah,
pure
I'm
passing,
not knocking the young boy.
now, but if we talking pure passing, give me Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he would go through all of his progressions and he'll wait to run. But Jaden Daniels, he got that.
Because you know Joe Burrow didn't want to run that thing.
Yeah, he got.
He would.
He would. But I mean, give me Jaden Daniels, and that's a hard like. Do I want to go with Jaden or Joe?
Right.
Because they both was great. I feel like Joe had a better.
We can agree to
cast.
disagree on that
Yeah,
one.
absolutely, absolutely. I feel like Joe had a better cast, but the biggest difference is that team is going to go down probably as top 3 teams all time. Joe Burrow's LSU.
You mean top 3 at LSU or top 3 in NCAA?
Top 3 teams all time in NCAA.
What?
Absolutely. They
I
won't
can
be
name
one.
3
They
Miami
won't be
teams.
one.
I
They
can
won't
name
be
3
one.
Miami teams better than
They
that
won't
team.
be one because Miami is going to be one.
It has to be.
Miami, what, 2000?
I want to say the
One?
01
2001?
year. Yeah, 01.
That's one. But the conversation has been Miami 2001, LSU that year.
That's crazy.
But it's comparable. However,
There's a few other teams I would throw in that conversation.
there's
for
an Alabama
for an
team up in
argument.
there. There's Alabama teams. There's a couple of teams. There's a couple of Miami teams.
Bro, I'm
However,
throwing USC in there.
USC,
Yeah.
However-
I'm throwing Texas in that mother.
Texas. But when you go down to it, right, it's going to come down. I feel like at that point, just for that conversation, and we'll get back into the Heisman, it's going to come down to Hall of Famers, who produces the most Hall of Famers, Pro Bowlers, because that Miami team had Hall of Famers.
Yeah, nigga.
You got guys. You had guys that had to share the backfield.
Bro, their third
What?
string.
You
They
had
would put their-
Edrin James
They
and
would put
Clinton.
their third string on the field and you would have no idea. You wouldn't even know.
Yes.
Because these freshmen out here balling.
And that's the difference. However, LSU,
Damn, Miami.
that
has some good
LSU
rosters,
team,
boy.
every single starter got drafted. Just like that Miami team.
That's crazy.
Every single starter.
That's crazy. Now I got to look that up.
Yeah, you got to go back.
They better put out a documentary on this.
No, absolutely. like it's gonna have to be something. But going back to the Heisman watch, we got one more. We got Michael Penix Jr., who will play versus Oregon. This is part 2 of that rivalry game this season, at least. He finished the season right now 65.6% passing, 3,899 yards in the air, 32 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 3 rushing touchdowns, signature game versus Oregon. Now, based off of what we've seen, right, I really think that I feel like personally, right, in my mind,
In my mind.
in my mind, there's 2 ways that this is going to go down for me. And I want to hear yours first. How do you think that this is going to play out, Heisman?
I'm going to keep it real. The winner of the Oregon and Washington game is going to win the Heisman. That's what I think.
So
I've been thinking that all day, though.
I like that idea. I thought about that. Now, this is what I think. I like that. That was a scenario that came to my mind. I'm
Okay.
like, it's got to be a winner out of them 2. However,
Because why would I want
felt-
to pick the loser?
right, don't make sense.
That's all I'm saying.
Now, what I feel like, because Bo Nix is such a favorite right now, and of course his stats are better than Michael Penix Jr., right? If Bo Nix and Oregon lose this game, I feel like the Heisman goes to Jaden Daniels. Right? Yes, hear me out. Yes.
So Michael Penix not even in the run for you.
I like Michael Penix.
What you just said is he's not in the running for you.
No, listen, hear me out. You got to think like these Heisman. You got to think like these voters, bro. These voters is going to say Jaden Daniels was electric. He had games upon games that had Heisman moments. When you think about Heisman Trophy winners and you think about most recent that we can remember, let's talk about them.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about Bryce Young. You're talking about Devontae Smith, who almost put up 2,000 yards, right? You're talking about Cam Newton, who had amazing games.
We knew in week 3 he was going to win the Heisman, though.
You talking about Johnny Manziel, who was electric. You talking about, what's my boy? Tim Tebow. Like, you got to think about the what they're looking for. They're looking for that, wow. I don't feel like Michael Penix Jr. has had enough wow. Oregon would have been a good wow. And they tried to make it a good wow. Mm-hmm. If you watch the storyline, they tried to make it a good wow. But it didn't stick. If he wins against Bo Nix and them this time as a plus 9.5 underdog, he might get that wow.
That's the spread?
Plus 9.5, bro.
Nigga.
And we gonna talk about it.
What?
We going to it, yes.
I should have studied before this episode. What?
Man.
Hey, chill out, Snow.
Let me tell you.
9.5.
But I do feel like it's really out of Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix for the Heisman winners, for the Heisman voters. But we'll see what this weekend holds for us. You know what I mean?
Bro, where is this game at?
Their games are usually in like this one
is in Vegas.
Oh yeah, it is. Pac-12.
Oh, we have to
Yeah.
go.
It's Pac-12. It's
We
Pac-12.
gotta go.
Because what time is that game?
We have to go to this.
But that's the thing. What time is that game? Because UNLV play at 12.
This one is at 5.
So they're going to have to do a quick turnaround up in there.
No, unless you just buy you a ticket and just stay all day.
No, but I'm saying like as far as like the people, the cleanup crew.
We'll find out what it's looking like. I'm finna be there.
That's wild. That game is going to be electric,
I did not
bro.
know that was out here.
That game is going to be electric, bro. So, but yeah, that's our Heisman watch. Definitely looking forward. Definitely looking forward to this weekend. It's going to be a lot of good football, championship-wise. Good weekend. We'll go over the college football rankings really quick. That has changed. Georgia number 1.
Real quick.
Yes.
At this point, is it even like, does it mean anything? Because they're doing the voting on Sunday.
They did. It does mean something. Because they're doing the voting Sunday after these games this weekend.
I guess you're right.
So these games this weekend play a lot more into.
Well, you know what my thought process is.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But these games this weekend play I had to look
this
at
can
it.
Change on Saturday too. Because,
absolutely.
Georgia's playing
Alabama.
We got,
and we going through that. Let's go through the rankings real quick.
List, yeah.
So the rankings real quick. You got Georgia number 1. You got Michigan number 2 after beating Ohio State. You got Washington number 3. You got Florida State number 4, who snuck back in there, but I really don't, like you said, really 2 weeks ago when Jordan Travis got hurt. Unfortunately, you said it. You said, yeah, they not gonna make it simply because of him, and you know how they are.
Yeah, because
it's some money.
They don't want to see the second string quarterback go out there and play.
Exactly.
Because you saw what happened when TCU made it.
And it's been said on after that, I've been watching a couple Paul Feinbaum and all them like, yeah, they not gonna make it.
South.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would have to change my nickname because you can't call me that. I'm sorry.
You got Florida State 4. You got you got Oregon number 5. Give me that mouth of the South.
You can't call me that, bro. I'm sorry.
Hey,
go ahead.
You got Florida State 4. You got Oregon 5. You got Ohio State 6. And the outside looking in right now is Texas at 7, Alabama at 8. The reason why we have to mention them two, with the 5 and 6 is because this weekend matters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that leads us up into the games of this weekend. We first start off with the Big 12 championship with Oklahoma State versus Texas. Texas right now sitting at number 7, outside looking in. They 15.5-point favorites, right? What do you see from this game? Number one, let's take it.
Covering the spread.
You see Oklahoma State covering the spread?
Yeah, I see the game being low scoring.
Okay.
They're going to run a lot of time off. You know, Oklahoma State got the best running game.
They got that running game.
So, Texas wins.
Oklahoma
Oklahoma State covers.
Oklahoma State covers. I like that.
Well, what's the over and under? 54.5? I'm not touching it.
Not touching it?
Hell no.
I actually like the same thought process as you. My thought process is Texas technically would need to cover that spread and do it convincingly, but at the same time, they wouldn't. They really, truly need to win when you look at the scenario of the top 6, right? So Texas essentially just need to get a W, right?
Technically, you really want to blow them out. Just
You want to blow them out.
Absolutely.
You definitely want to blow them out. But I don't see Oklahoma State. They got a little fight in them this year. You know what I mean?
They got hella fight in
And that run game, different.
Yeah.
That run game is different. I feel like because Texas is going to the SEC this year, along with Oklahoma, they've been wanting to take that personal in a way. So I feel like their coach is going to find a way to make that a storyline.
Right.
And along with the Big 12 commissioners, because he's been backing them tough.
But how good would it be for like Oklahoma State to win this ball game and y'all go ahead and leave? We got this under control down here.
We got the championship.
Yeah.
And we done beat y'all and them.
Yeah, let me go ahead and get that plus 15.5.
Yeah, I like that plus. I like that plus 15.5.
Give it to me.
Roll over to and that's number 7. So if Texas win, they still got a chance, but I feel like a blowout is needed to put them in that 4. Right. SEC championship game. This is the game. This is one of the games that's going to be a major one. I truly don't feel like either way. Let's go with it. Oregon number 1 versus Alabama number 8. 1 loss, no loss. Alabama is plus 5.5. What do you see from this game?
In the Alabama and Georgia game? Mm-hmm. I see Georgia covering this 5.5 with ease. I still see Alabama making it competitive at some point, but I see Georgia rolling. Rolling. I'm sorry, bro. I know that's your team. I'm so sorry, but you asked.
I'm gonna be 100% honest. First of all, Alabama surprised the heck out of me this year.
At the end of the year, for sure.
Yeah, at the end of the year, got
because they was playing like cheeks the first few weeks.
Yeah, they surprised the heck out of me. That game is weird. It's 5.5. This is what I see. I see Georgia resting their guys last week versus Georgia Tech and barely beating Georgia Tech, right? But they rested some guys.
Yeah.
Why? For this game.
Yeah.
Right? So let's rest some of these guys. I think that championship DNA comes from Alabama because Kirby Smart that's where he got his. But Kirby Smart took that thing and did something crazy. Pause. I saw you look at me crazy. I had to think about it. Like
I was looking at my phone.
No, I was like, wait a minute. So, but I like where I feel like this is going to be competitive, right? I feel like this is going to be competitive in the first 3 quarters. That 4th quarter is where Alabama is going to use them big guys in the front line on both sides of the ball and just oppose their will. Just I think it's just going to be too much.
Here's my thing. If Alabama don't make this a ball game, come out of the second half, early in the 3rd quarter, it make no sense to watch the rest of it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Because Georgia has proved this year so far, Georgia, and this is unbiased opinion, Georgia has proved this year that they can win versus the guys that you expect them to win. They can blow them out if they want to. They just choose to win.
They proved
And
that
then
they
they-
can play 4 quarters of football.
Yes, on a couple of games. And then they go, this is how they did this year. Oh, we playing Georgia Tech. Let's get a little bit of rest. Let's go win. Let's get this dub. We number 1. Where's the lowest we gonna go? 2? All right, we number 1. Get this win. Rest some guys. Now, we playing, these guys. We playing Ole Miss. These guys think they have a chance.
Right.
Let's go put 30 on their heads. Type
And
stuff.
we thought that was going to be close.
Let's go. You know what I mean? So when you talking about guys in the SEC and you talking about guys that should be up on the level with them, they really show out and they find it as a big challenge. So I'm gonna say Georgia with the 5.5, minus 5.5.
I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm buying it down.
I would buy it down
I'm buying
too.
that hook off.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't like that.
Yeah, the hooks be weird.
Because you don't want to get cooked by the hook.
Don't get cooked by the hook. I mean, low key, like if you can find it or do an alternate spread, that ain't taking too much money off of it. Why not? But absolutely
I'll let
Georgia.
you know what it'll look like right now.
Absolutely Georgia for sure, money line.
Give me
But
a number
Georgia,
you would buy it down to.
probably about what's 3.5 looking like? 3.
3 or the 3.5?
It probably is gonna be that 2.5 if it's that alternate spread.
I wouldn't knock nobody for buying it down to 2.5.
Because at money line, what is it showing you at money line right now?
Right now, money line is Georgia minus 220,
Okay.
Alabama plus 180. And this is on William Hill, of course.
Okay.
If you want to alternate, change the spread. Say if you want to go down to Georgia minus 2.5, odds is minus 184.
I mean, that's a little bit better money.
That's cool. Minus 3 is minus 163. Georgia minus 3.5 would be minus 139. Still good odds, bro.
Yeah. I mean, why not? Yeah.
Yeah, buy it down, put a little bit more money on it. Let's roll. Well,
Yeah.
not
Why
roll
not?
tide, but
Yeah. Why not? I mean, yeah. But
so you betting against
SEC,
your team.
It's
It's hard to do.
It is hard to do, but I actually like Georgia too, more so because of Kirby Smart, where he come from. Like, I've been rocking with them since they got Kirby Smart.
Right.
So it's a little tough. But when we talking money, that don't matter.
Right.
Teams don't matter. We talking money. But rolling Georgia money line for sure. I would buy it down to maybe 4.5.
4.5 for sure.
4.5.
If you're gonna buy it, with
Yeah,
a
if you're
hook.
gonna buy it down to 4.5.
If you
I can
buying
see
it
a
with a
5.
hook.
Yeah, absolutely. If
I'll
you're buying
buy
it with a
to
hook. Now, the third game on the slate, probably the most important game of the weekend. Oregon versus number 5, Oregon versus number 3, Washington. And I don't understand how the spread is here, but it's at
Yeah,
plus
I don't
9.5.
Who's missing?
I don't know. And that's what I've been looking for. Like, I literally have been, like, Michael Penix is not hurt. You know what I mean? Their wide receivers is not hurt. Nobody that I see that I've seen is
How's
really
an
hurt.
Undefeated leader of your division, 9.5-point dogs. I hope it's a glitch.
No, bro, it's still. I looked at it and I was like, when I saw it Sunday, I was like 9.5, and then I looked again. I'm like, it's still at 9.5. Like,
That's
is
wild,
Vegas
dog.
like trying to? That's
a
the
trapper. That's a trapper. That weird shit you brought out last
that's
episode.
that trapper.
That's a trapper.
Trapper. Hey, it sounds like a trap.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, just because of the odds are pretty high. I'm finna just take Washington money line for the hell of it,
Yeah,
because I feel like
absolutely.
they're gonna win this ball game still.
Absolutely.
I still need to find out why this spread is 9.5 points
That's what I'm trying
in
to
the
find
favor
out.
of Oregon. I don't get it.
That's what I'm trying to find out. But at plus 300,
Give me them Huskies, nigga.
and as a matter of fact, this game feels very similar to last game, where it's going to be like a 3-point game, right? So if I'm gonna take
Did it go to OT last
Washington,
time?
no, it
Or it
didn't.
just came down to the last seconds?
I think it came down to the last seconds. Who had the ball last?
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna take Yeah, I'll take the 300 because I was looking at alternate spread. It ain't gonna matter to do an alternate spread. Washington minus 2.5. That'll put them at plus 320. You might as well just take them to win.
Right.
At the 300. Don't even go stress yourself. But you definitely got to do that.
I mean, the safest bet is plus 9.5.
Plus 9.5. I'm absolutely taking that plus 9.5.
I might even, since that's where it's at, I might take it plus 10, take it up to 12 just to make sure, let's solidify this win.
Yes.
While still trying to figure out why it's at 9.5.
I've been trying to figure it out, bro. I've been looking. I've been searching. Like, yo, is there somebody hurt? Is there you know what I mean? Has a coach left and went and took another job that's significant? What's going on?
We got to go holler at the handicappers, bro.
Like, we got to figure this out because that's wild right there. But I see this game being, again, a 3-point spread. Nobody has a home field advantage because it's here. Oregon travels well. They really do travel well here. But Washington travels well as well. You know what I mean? And
there's going to be so much lime green in Vegas.
It's going to be a lot of lime green out here. That's for sure.
Guess what I'm going to be wearing at the game?
Purple.
Black. Purple. Black.
Look, I'm gonna have to pull out that Warren Moon jersey. Go Dogs!
Oh, yeah, I might ask for it back.
Here you go. Wear this while you out there. But yeah, what do you see? What would you say?
Bro, I like Washington to win this ball game.
Me too, man. Me too.
Like, even before you told me what the spread was, that's why I was so confused. Like, wait, why?
Yeah. Probably because Oregon has been balling.
Oregon's been balling. They were balling when they played Washington. Washington had the upper hand. Washington had home field advantage.
Best play, plus 9.5. But give me Washington money line.
Yeah, the best play is a 9.5, the plus 9.5. But I'm going Washington money line, bro.
Yeah.
I'm finna just die on that mountain. Cause why? I don't get it.
Hey, it's week 13. We might as well. Might as well.
Stop talking about bro on this show.
Big Ten championship. That's another big one, but it ain't really at the end of the day. You got Michigan number 2 versus Iowa. Iowa.
They can change that spread to 35, and I'm taking it.
You can put it at 40, and I might take it, bro.
I might even buy it up.
Iowa plus 21.5. What you take? What do you see from this game?
I see Iowa getting embarrassed.
First half is going crazy.
Yeah.
Give me first half, whatever.
Whatever it is, give it to me.
Do they have it up?
I feel like it's hard to say that they don't deserve to be here because they won enough games to be here. I feel like they still going to be losing their offensive coordinator.
He's already fired. They already said
he's already gone?
Yeah, they already said.
He was supposed to average, 25 points a game?
Yeah, they said like 3-4 weeks ago that he was done. He was done. But if you listen to their schedule, let me give you Iowa's schedule, okay? I had high hopes on Iowa to start the season.
We both did.
know that.
We both did.
Especially with the emphasis that, hey, you got a transfer quarterback in that can play.
We started off the season betting on Iowa.
Yep.
Week 0, actually.
Absolutely.
At the Circa.
Utah State, Iowa State, Western Michigan, Penn State, toughest game, Michigan State, Purdue, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Northwestern, Rutgers, Illinois, Nebraska. They just really got blessed with a great schedule.
Yeah, well, I mean, in a sense.
And a great defense.
Michigan did too. They do have an awesome defense.
Their defense is
and they
always
still
lights
give up
out.
30.
Their defense is lights out.
They still finna give up 30.
Now, Michigan was blessed with an awesome schedule. However, they also had Ohio State at the end of their schedule. Penn State at the end of the schedule. You know what I mean? I mean, that's more than what they had.
They weren't on each other's schedule at all this year.
Who?
Iowa and Michigan?
Nope.
They finna blow Iowa out, bro.
The thing is once Michigan gets going, right? How do you even...
And they getting their coach back.
How do you even keep up offensively? How? This game could very well be 42-10.
Yeah, it's going to get out of hand pretty quick.
I can see this. I might need to put that in.
We need to put the house on the first half.
But we might need to put in this exact score. 42-10 is what I see.
I'll let you do that.
I'm going to try it.
You know, I suck at calling the scores out.
I do too,
Except for in the
but
Super Bowl.
I do too. But that one just popped in my head for some reason.
Yeah.
So
Just do it.
42-10.
God, God was probably giving you a blessing. You don't even know it.
You know, every time we talk about stuff on here, I'll be like, man, let me write it down so I can take it, and we just be giving out gold every dang on week. So
Man, the past few episodes, we've
we've
been giving them out.
Giving out gold, bro.
Y'all got to start buying into the Patreon. We ain't doing that next season.
Next season, sheesh.
Yeah.
We give out maybe 2 or 3 next season.
That's
yeesh. Yeesh.
No, we gave
40
away
Let me write that
about
down.
17 picks in 2 episodes.
42.
And they banged too.
42-10 Michigan. I like it. I can see it. 42-10.
Let's get it.
No. I take that back. They not going to get a touchdown. Can Iowa score a touchdown?
Yeah, they can.
You think so?
Yeah, because, you know, sometimes the sun shines on the dog's ass.
You're right. I'm going to go with the first thought. 42-10. Let's go. 42-10 Michigan. That's what I'm going to put in. I'm going to try one of them exact scores. Why not? Let's see what happens. Let's just see what
All
happens.
10 points in the fourth quarter.
let's just see what happens.
Garbage points.
The last big time game you have is an ACC, and that's Louisville, number 14, versus number 4, Florida State. Florida State minus 2.5. Truth be told, Florida State's number 4. I really don't think it matters if they wins this game or not. I don't feel like they'll be put into. I really want them to win this game, but I don't feel like they win or not, they'll be in a championship. You know why? Because they are. College Football Playoffs Committee already got in their mind that Florida State is not the same team without their quarterback.
Right.
And I want to put this product out there for my money?
And they make a decision on who's going out there. It's not that the top 4 get up in there. You got to remember that. So
yeah, it's about money at the end of the day. Who bringing in the most money? Florida State is a great for them being back relevant in football is great for football.
Now, hold on. If this backup quarterback go out here and show up, hey,
but he didn't do it last week.
But if he does it in the
but
ACC
if he do it in the championship,
they might have to give him a chance
because you got a few weeks to really prepare at that point.
They'll have to blow Louisville out though.
They would literally have to blow Louisville out.
Yeah.
What do you see from this game? Minus 2.5 Florida State.
Which is crazy. It's a good chance that they might not even win this ball game.
Louisville actually has a good team.
I'm actually not even going to touch this game.
Yeah.
Because, again, you betting on the unknown.
You betting on the unknown.
In the championship game. So.
If I'm touching it.
We gave you all the hypotheticals. I just can't give you a pick.
If I'm touching it, I'm just going to. If I'm touching the game, I'm taking Louisville on a teaser, right?
What you going to tease at 6 points?
Just a regular, 6 points, 7 points. Yeah. Why not? Give me the points. You know what I mean? It's there. Give it to me. So, teasers was cool. I had a cool little teaser on Thanksgiving morning, so I was happy about that. Start my Thanksgiving with a teaser hit. That was nice. Outside of that, that's the games of the weekend that you really want to pay attention to because that's going to determine college football playoffs. There's a lot of scenarios that I see into this in this specific format. Number one, I feel like Georgia stay the same. Michigan to stay the same. Where it's going to flip-flop is number 3 and 4. Mm-hmm. So if Washington loses, Oregon moves in, right? If Washington wins, they got to stay there, right? So Florida State is truly the only spot that is up for grabs, in my opinion.
And it still might go to Georgia or Alabama.
And it could go to Alabama. You know what I mean? Depending on how they play. However, if Alabama loses and lose bad, that can really go to Texas. Because would you rather have Texas or Ohio State in there? That's the question.
That is the question. But
because that's where it's going to come down to.
I know Texas beat Alabama, but as of late, I'd rather watch Alabama in a playoff game.
But it depends. Let's hypothetically say Alabama loses by 14 or more, right? Now, your decision is out of Texas and Ohio State. Who you rolling with? As a fan, who do you want to see more?
Ohio State. I don't want to see Texas get nothing.
Of course. But that's your.
You said as a fan.
That's okay. Not as an analyst, unbiased.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna still say Ohio State.
As a fan, as a unbiased, I'm gonna say I would rather see Texas than Ohio State. I've seen what Ohio State did versus Michigan. Of course, I feel like Ohio State is either a quarterback away or McCord getting another year under his belt and being a little more seasoned away.
Or just another series of events happening throughout the game.
Yeah. I don't feel like McCord is the quarterback for them to, like, take them this year. He could very well be next year. But I don't know. You know what I mean? I think I would like to see Texas over Ohio State personally. But that's me.
I like to see Marvin Harrison play some more.
I would love to see Marvin Harrison Jr. play some more. You know what I mean? So, but that's our college football review. Oh, actually, before we get out of there, UNLV is in the Mountain West Championship.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Hey, they're plus 2.5.
And I'm taking
versus
them to win.
Boise State at the crib.
At the crib.
Give me UNLV.
Give me UNLV.
Give me UNLV to get their first Mountain West championship.
Give me the plus 2.5 on one ticket.
And give me
the
money
line on another ticket.
Give me the alternate spread 3.
Give me the over.
Give me the over for sure.
What's the over?
What is the
again?
over under on that? I'm gonna tell you because it's about to pop up on my phone right now. Let's see. Give me the over under. Give me that over for sure. 58.5. Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. 58.5. Over.
Yeah. I like
Absolute
it.
over.
I like it.
Absolute over. That's it on our NCAA. We almost to the wrap of NCAA. Can't wait to watch the games this weekend. Now we want to roll over really quickly into our dogs of the week. Who's your dog of the week, bro?
Bro, I'm going to keep it real. I got a real dog and I got a funny dog story at least.
Okay, we'll give them to me both.
The real dog got to be Duran Bland. Dallas Cowboys. Broke the record, most pick sixes in a season.
In 11 games.
As a backup cornerback.
In 11 games.
I told y'all when old boy went down, our defense really don't have to worry about much.
In 11 games.
In 11 games, he did that. And then he has what? Six picks on the season?
So he had 5 pick six, 6 pick six, or 6 picks on the season. 5 pick six.
Yeah. That's my first dog of the week.
That's the dog of the week for me.
My second dog of the week is strictly off of him making a veteran decision in the midst of a tough ball game. My boy Jason Kelce for the Philadelphia Eagles. This man left in the middle of the fourth quarter because he had to go drop a deuce. And his words were, I figured since we was finna go to overtime, let me go ahead and knock this out now.
He already called overtime.
Yeah, he called overtime.
He said, yo.
He left the field, went to go drop his deuce. That way he was fresh for the overtime and went out there and won too. You know how it is when you lead a game and take a victory shit.
Hey, and the crazy thing is that game was a great game.
It was a great game, dog.
That was probably because that Sunday slate, like all together, the morning games, that was a terrible slate of games, to be honest with you. It was hard to watch. Actually, to be honest with you, I didn't watch. I turned on Red Zone. I'm like, yo, these games suck.
Yeah.
I went back and sleep.
I was only in tune because in the fantasy league, bro, I had to win or lose, or win or get out of my own league.
Yeah.
Just imagine like me getting kicked out of a league and I'm still the commissioner.
And you still
I'm finna lose interest. I'm not finna do nobody's trades.
Look,
y'all gonna have to
you
reach
say
out
you
to
want
me.
it? I'm sorry, man. I ain't even.
And I hate to do that to them, but look, if I get kicked out, y'all better find a new commissioner. But that didn't happen. My boy Corey got kicked out. He was the main one talking shit to me on Thanksgiving because I didn't play Mostert. I didn't play Waddle.
That was my mistake not playing Mostert this weekend.
So I was sick like all weekend until Sunday came around and Mike Evans went off. CJ went off. Bijan Robinson went off.
He went off.
I can't expect him to do that again.
Nah.
But I got some buys coming up. Raiders
So you
got
gonna
to buy. Yeah, Raiders got to buy. Vikings
You're going to
got
have
to
to
buy.
expect him to do it.
Hopefully all my bids went in. Well, I'll know at midnight.
Tonight, right?
Yeah, so I got to set my alarm early because if I don't get the bids that I want, I got to like start adding folks. Because I don't know how. Somebody in our Josh in our
Because
league.
how many more weeks?
It's over at the end of the regular season.
So y'all got...
That's the last week.
Okay, okay. So how many more players is it left? 4?
4 of us.
Yeah.
Me, Josh, Quez, and Dante.
Yeesh.
And Josh went broke in like week 4.
Yeesh.
For some reason,
And
he's
still-
well, Josh work early in the morning, so when he get up. That's the first thing he doing after he brushes his teeth.
He's like, yeah, I'm trying to get this money.
So, folks, we expecting to wake up and pick people up. Josh already got them. Josh, I read
act like it's
I read
the
off
stock
Josh's,
market,
I
bro.
read off his roster a couple weeks ago on one of our episodes. It's even better now.
It's like
I don't like this.
He operate like he working the stock market right
No,
now.
bro, he operated like he worked for the NFL.
Wake up.
Like he know what he
cool.
doing. I hope he lose, bro.
All right, cool.
I need his players to have a bad week.
Nah, I'm definitely in that thing next year in that league. We're gonna make that a dog money, like a dog money, like big deal next year.
Yeah, it got to be either 10 players or 18.
10 to 18.
10 or 18.
I'm in there for sure.
No gray area.
No gray area. 10 to 18.
First 10 to pay got a spot,
First 10 to pay got a spot,
except for me because I'm the commissioner.
except for me because
I
I'm
pay
the
when I feel
park
like it.
commissioner.
If I get kicked out, you taking over.
No.
Anyway,
But
we got carried away.
yeah, Deron Bland, hey, baller. But bum of the week. Bum of the week.
I'll let you take this one.
Bum of the week.
I'll let you take it.
Bum of the week. Robert Saleh, New York Jets head coach.
No need to go into details. Just
Let's go into details.
go ahead then.
Let's do this. Let's go into details.
Start from
Why not?
Start from draft day last
Let's
season.
start to draft day last season. To be real with you, I really feel like he did not want Zach Wilson at all. Like he was not excited about that pick at all. Like at all. And it showed week 1,
It showed early.
week 2. It showed in training
of
camp.
last season.
It showed in training camp, to be real with you, right? So you already got this rookie who actually had a lot of potential in high school, in college, and has shown you this season that he has a lot of potential. With Aaron Rodgers being there, kind of showing him a little bit of the ways, you can see his confidence grow. All it really takes with these young cats is to build their confidence.
Stroke the ego a little bit.
You know what I mean?
Pause.
You're young. You're young. This day ain't that old day. Like he an old school head type of football coach. Like defense. Oh yeah. Okay. These cats, these young kids, yeah.
They don't operate like
they
that.
don't operate like that at all. You gotta build them up like a baby sometimes. Like you gotta come here, son. You're doing amazing. Let's just get you going here.
It's called soft coaching.
Soft coaching?
Yes.
Okay. Soft coach then. You know what I mean? You got it's a little different now. You know what I mean? So you gotta I don't know. He has a lot of potential and he has shown it this year. His best asset as a quarterback is his arm strength, right?
For him to be so small is crazy.
His arm strength is his best asset as a quarterback. When they play, they don't even give them a chance. They don't even give him a chance to just toss the ball down the field.
They're afraid he's gonna give it
And
away.
now I'm gonna go back to Robert Saleh, and it almost goes to him and their decision. Like, yes, Nathaniel Hackett could be a good offensive coordinator, but y'all gotta give this kid a chance. If you know his strength is his arm strength,
Right.
why not allow him to throw the ball down the field and do what he do?
I feel like if you playing with house money, let that boy go out there and play like Josh
You
Allen.
absolutely playing with house money at this point. Let him go out there and play like Josh Allen, because he came from Wyoming. They let him operate in his best strength, throwing the ball down the field. He gonna win some, he gonna lose some.
But
He
he
gonna
look-
throw some crazy balls, pause,
But
And,
think about how they did the same with, not they, but, Jameis Winston.
Yes.
Jameis Winston had just as many interceptions as he had touchdowns. But he had the most touchdowns in everybody in the league. Just give him a chance.
Give him a chance, bro. Give him a defense.
The
worst
he can do is lose a ball game.
That's it. And that's it. And then, what really got me, right? So, from day one, you showing your disdain for this guy, right? Mm-hmm. You go into the games. Yeah, as a young cat, last season he said something, and of course it rubbed everybody the wrong way. I think we mentioned it last season, and it was just like, he not taking accountability, but he was a rookie, young. He young, dumb, full of cum. He don't know.
With no guidance either.
No guidance. And then your coach ain't guiding you. He don't even care for you.
He don't even want you there. He
don't even want you there, dog. So, Aaron Rodgers get hurt. You put all your marbles into this Aaron Rodgers bag. Aaron Rodgers get hurt. Before Aaron Rodgers even came, you was looking for a quarterback mid-season. Yeah, we need a new quarterback. Dang, dog.
Bro, they was talking about trying to get Aaron Rodgers before the season was over last year.
Get his rookie some. Give him something, yo. You know what I mean? So Aaron Rodgers get hurt. He comes in to the game, plays pretty well, right? All he needs to do is manage the game at this point. Now that he's learned how to manage the game, he has a mentor in the quarterback room that can actually say, hey, this is a bad play. This is where you should really look at. This, and this, and that. Now let this guy grow and give him some more space. Throw the ball down the field. You got Garrett Wilson out there. You got Alan Lazard out there.
Brees Hall out there.
You got Brees Hall out there.
Conklin.
You got Conklin out there. Give this guy a chance, right? But you don't even want to give it a shot.
All-star defense.
You don't want to give this guy a chance. And you have one of the Jets defense got to be top 10.
Top 3.
Top 3?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, it has to.
So why not give him a chance?
Top 5 at the least.
Why not give him a chance? But what did you decide to do this past weekend when you really had a chance to get yourself back in playoff contention?
You put another sorry-ass quarterback
You
on the
put
field.
Tim Boyle in.
Who is that?
Who is this nigga? Who are these niggas? Who are these niggas? Who are these niggas?
Who are these niggas?
Who are these niggas? Let me give you Tim Boyle's college stats.
You don't need that much time. Go ahead.
At UConn, I don't.
At UConn.
48.4% completion percent. 1,237 yards.
Career?
3 years. You hear me?
I put up more yards than Pop Warner.
1 touchdown to 13 interceptions.
Bro, stop playing. How is he in the league?
Who are these niggas?
Bro,
how is he in the league?
This goes back to, 2 episodes ago? With the state of backup quarterbacks that we have in this league, it's still room for people like
Cam Newton.
Bro, Cam Newton, get your ass up here and play backup for somebody. You might have a chance. You could be on the field right now playing for the Jets.
Jim Flacco.
Bro, Joe Flacco might start this week. I thought this nigga retired. This nigga 47 years old.
Drew Brees said his arm is dead. Man, call Drew Brees and ask him again.
Man, Drew Brees will pitch it all the way down to the end zone.
Come back.
Bro,
please.
That's crazy, dog.
At this point, Dan Marino, what you doing, man?
Get your name with those.
Joe, you got something?
Talking all this mess.
Joe, you've been talking a lot of mess last couple of years. Can you still throw the ball?
And I think it's crazy for him to just come out of nowhere and just start laying it heavy on Zach Wilson like that, bro. That's wild.
Keep your old ass. Make me mad. You ain't even throw the ball like him. Back in them days, bro.
I'm not knocking on what he did back in the day.
He won a championship.
Yeah.
But we talking about now.
Yeah.
We gonna talk about then.
He ain't never seen nobody move
You
that
ain't
fast.
seen a nigga coming at you with 4.2 speed as a defensive end.
Bro, we got to talk about that on another episode. How
you ain't got a linebacker.
The best athletes on the field got their hand in the ground.
You ain't got a linebacker looking across from you that's about to tear your head off.
Not running no 4-3.
You ain't got a 6'4" safety or a cornerback over there that can come off the edge and blast you. You ain't have none of that.
Yeah, he ain't had none of that.
You ain't have none of that. But, yeah, Robert Saleh.
Bum of the week.
Congratulations. Now I'm off of it.
You sound a little frustrated behind that.
I was pissed.
You got a little love for Zach Wilson, don't you?
I like him, man. I feel like he has a lot of potential. And what I feel like was going to happen is he's going to leave the Jets. Hopefully he goes to a quarterback's coach. Maybe sit behind Tua. Maybe sit behind Russell Wilson.
Jets should have went after Trae Young. They can have that nigga. Dak balling right now.
Sit behind some coach that's going to actually build you up, teach you how to play the game, because they ain't got no love for you in New York.
Right now, if you want quarterback development, you got to take your ass to Denver.
Yeah. And Denver looking good. Let's go into the NFL Week 13
I think Denver going to lose this week.
But let's go into it since we did.
Houston 3.5.
NFL 13 week preview. Denver Broncos, or this is week 12. Denver Broncos versus Houston Texans. That's on our list. First game of the day, 10 a.m. Great. It's a great morning game. Honestly, we didn't think it was going to be a great morning game.
Hell no.
If you look at early in the season, but 3.5.
I'm
Houston
just mad that the
at Houston.
3.5.
Why you mad that it's 3.5?
3.5 hasn't been good to me this year.
No, no. So you gonna buy it down
Nah, honestly,
or take the hook?
I feel like the Texans should win this ball game.
Yeah.
They're good enough to. They're good enough to cover. Give me Texans minus 3.5. Give me that. I'm taking it. You finna take the Broncos.
I'm gonna go with the Broncos plus 3.5.
Bet a bottle.
You still owe me a bottle.
You still owe me a bottle.
No, you still owe me a bottle.
You still owe me one too.
You owe me 2 bottles.
Nah, bro.
On the
All right,
season.
well,
So this is
for everything.
This is for everything.
Yeah, everything.
Until next week. Gotcha.
It's hard to bet against CJ right now, dog.
It's hard to bet against CJ.
Knowing
right
that
now.
he got a lot more to fight for than just this ball game. They shooting for a playoff spot. He's still shooting for MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Tank Dell is balling right now.
Don't forget Nico Collins.
I haven't even got there yet. He healthy again.
Don't forget Nico Collins.
Is Damian Pierce back healthy?
Damian Pierce is back
And
healthy.
so is Singletary.
So is Singletary.
D'Amico Ryan's coaching his ass off right now.
D'Amico Ryans is coaching. Now, we thought that Jacksonville had that division in the bag. Speaking of that division, right now, Houston is at number 3, tied with Indianapolis. Jaguars is at 8-3. They're at 6-5, right? Mm-hmm. So, yes, they playing for a playoff spot. Absolutely.
For that wild card spot for sure.
However, you also got the Denver Broncos, who just the last couple of weeks, they found a groove silently. Like, it's been real silent. Russell Wilson has been playing really great ball this year. Silently. Ain't nobody, probably because he ain't over there, Broncos, let's ride. Ain't nobody saying let's ride. They said we got to keep that out. That right there was a curse.
Hey, but they ride.
He was like, that's a curse. That was wild. He said that's wild, bro.
They riding that thing.
The Broncos, that's wild. That's wild, bro. That's wild, bro. But you got 2 teams right now that literally a win could help both of them in that playoff push, because
this game in Texas.
This game is in Texas.
I hope they wear the red uniforms again.
That red uniform go crazy. I feel like the Texans should win this game. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Denver Broncos pulled it out.
I wouldn't either, but I'm putting that money on the 3.5 for Houston.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take Russell.
I'm gonna buy it down to 3 to keep it.
I'm gonna ask my kids first. I'm gonna ask Janique and I'm gonna ask Cameron, because I'm gonna tell you about
Cameron
this.
been on a hot streak.
I'm gonna tell you about this before we done. But Russell Wilson silently been really good, and that defense is improving. That running game is improving. I think this is really gonna be a good game this weekend.
And
this might be
at the right time too.
Yeah, absolutely. This might be a low-scoring game with high yards passing from CJ still, but expect Devin Singletary and Pierce to still get their yards on the ground.
I think Tank gonna get his get back because they stole one from him
Yeah,
on the sideline.
yeah. But this is gonna be a great game. If you had to bet, you already said you like in Houston, so I like that. The next game up on the slate, and I'm gonna take the Broncos plus 3.5. The next game on the slate is 49ers versus the Eagles. -3 for the Eagles.
Wait, say it again.
-3 for the Eagles. They're
No.
favored by 3.
No, the Eagles dogs at the house.
Are they dogs now?
Yeah,
They must have switched.
they've been dogs since I've been watching.
Oh yeah, they dogs. My bad, I wrote that wrong there. Eagles +3. I wrote it wrong.
Hey man, players fuck up.
Eagles +3 at the house. 49ers. You got two teams that literally is stacked on both sides of the ball.
Everybody healthy?
I
I don't want to hear no crying
I
when
don't
this game
see
over.
right.
'Cause they did a lot of bitching after NFC
You know, of
Championship
course,
last year.
of course, they're gonna say people questionable right now. However, that's just for early week practice stuff. Like, give me a reason why to sit them out
For legal
Stop.
purposes,
Yeah,
they
exactly.
have to say that.
Exactly. However, for the most part, everybody is healthy. It's week 12. Everybody as healthy as they're gonna be. Who you taking?
Eagles
Eagles to win or
to win.
truth be told, I don't really want either one of these fools to win.
I don't want.
but we
I
got to
really
pick
want
somebody.
a tie. I want a tie.
I want a tie. Look, go to
Because,
overtime and tie.
I mean, honestly, either one. It don't matter who win. It hurt us in the long run.
It do.
But I would like to see the Eagles lose, so we get closer to them. They close the gap in our division.
Yeah.
Excuse me. This beer got me a little burpy.
Burpee.
My thing is, if the Eagles can force a close game, they're gonna win it.
Okay.
We already know for a fact that if Brock Purdy is in a close game, or if he have to come from behind, he can't do it. Mm-hmm. I don't care who's healthy and who's not healthy. We've never seen Brock Purdy play well behind the sticks.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts, on the other hand, he lives for it. So
He lives for the underdog role.
So I'm looking at the spread for them to be home dogs. It's telling me that,
He already looking for the win.
yeah, you should take 49ers first half possibly. Mm-hmm. Then go ahead and full game Eagles or second half Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If I'm just like paying attention to what the sports book telling us. Mm-hmm. But I don't care who wins this ball game. I'm going to take the Eagles though.
I don't care who wins this ball game either. But I feel like the spread is probably going to push up to 3.5. Eagles, and if that's the case, give me the Eagles at 3.5.
It'll be a pick on Sunday.
However, I'm going to say the 49ers get this win.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 49ers win by 7. Now
And
that
it can
I think
happen,
about
though.
it. What I can tell you that I like, no matter what I can tell you that I like is you're going to have to give me Brandon Ayuk's yards. I can see them putting his yards at 68.5. Give me that. I feel like you're gonna have to get the ball in your playmakers' hands. Deebo Samuel is not the number one wide receiver on that team. Brandon Ayuk is, right?
He is averaging 18 yards a reception.
Yes. So give me that. George Kittle might be a sleeper. Give me a George Kittle touchdown. Simply because, and more so receptions. I would probably take receptions because that Eagles defense is going to be coming at them.
George Kittle kind of been having a quiet year.
He has been having a really great
Because Duran Bland
year.
got more touchdowns than he do right now.
Do he?
Yeah, he does.
Man, George Kittle been having a great year, to be honest with you. He started off really slow this season, and then he picked it up the last couple of he has 667 yards receiving. He's second on the team in receiving.
How many touchdowns?
Behind Ayuk. He got 5 touchdowns.
Duran Bland has 6. Oh, he got 5. I'm sorry.
They tied. Ayuk got 5.
For real?
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey got how many?
I don't even know. That fool got 5
Hey,
five
he scored
receiving
this week?
touchdowns. He got to score. It's almost like if you're gonna take two people to score, you got to take Jalen Hurts
And Christian McCaffrey.
and Christian McCaffrey, because who you gonna give the ball to?
That's a cool little 2-leg parlay.
That in the same game? Yeah. Nah, that might be a great game if you have any kind of access to FanDuel or maybe William Hill too. But mostly FanDuel gives you that option to alternate receptions. If you got that kind of access, that's going to be the game that you want to really like hone in on.
You might have to log in and do it.
Yeah, for sure. Outside of that, I think that's going to be a great game. This feels like a good slate of games. And then the last game we'll talk about, we looking at Kansas City Chiefs versus the Green Bay Packers. Didn't think this was going to be a really good game early in the season.
Until Thursday.
And Jordan Love been coming on lately. So, pause. +6, Green Bay at home, Lambeau Field, -5, or at 5, the 5 o'clock game here, PST. Who you like?
Chiefs by 10.
Chiefs by 10.
Yeah.
Man, you out here trying to kill. Chiefs
I like
by
the Chiefs
10.
to cover the 6, though.
Chiefs by 10. Chiefs has been playing really good ball, but I'm going to take the Packers.
Who at the crib?
+6, Green Bay. I'm going to take the Packers +6 just because the Packers seems like they've been like really
Kinda putting
figuring
it
it out. They feel like they've been really figuring it out. I feel like what's going to be important, though, let me check really quick. Aaron Jones is supposed to be still good to play, so that's going to be a key. You know what I mean? But lately, Jordan Love has been putting it together the last couple of games. So I'm gonna say Green Bay +6, and I think this game is going to be a lot closer and I feel like this game is going to be a lot better than what a lot of people expect.
Players to watch.
Players to watch.
The cornerback, Snead. Watch him.
For Kansas City.
He put A.J. Brown on clinks.
So you think he about to shut down Watson?
I think so.
Okay.
He put Devontae Adams. He
Yeah.
put him on clinks.
Yeah. So what you're saying is,
He held A.J. to 1 yard and 1 reception, 7 yards.
so what you're saying is, I like Jordan Love to actually play good this week. So what you're saying is, go Romeo Dobbs.
You might have to.
Yeah. It's good. That's a good thought. Good thought right there.
Yeah, because if we had an episode last week, Snead would have been my dog of the week.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because he was balling.
He was fucking balling.
He was balling. He was balling.
Shutting it down.
Balling.
Of course, you're gonna give up yards, but
Shutting everything
for you
down.
to accidentally give up yards and that's it.
Isaiah Pacheco, good
Dog,
game. I think he should have a good game.
Hey, I like him, dog.
The Packers kind of struggle against the run. I feel like he should have a good game. I'm starting to try to gear up for this run. But if we talking about dogs of the week before we get up out of here, you got a dog of the week?
UNLV for college. I'm gonna go Eagles for NFL.
Eagles. So UNLV college,
Yep.
Eagles NFL. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll with you.
Stretch me.
Let me see. NFL. It's a lot of games on here.
You already called Broncos.
I said the plus though, didn't I?
True.
Did I say the plus?
Yeah, you did.
If I am going to go with a dog of the week outside of the Broncos, if we're talking about any game that we didn't talk about, give me the New York Jets if they start Zach Wilson versus the Falcons.
I like that.
They got to start Zach Wilson.
I actually like that.
They have to start Zach Wilson. If they don't start Zach Wilson,
I don't see the
even
Falcons having 2 good games in a row.
Yeah, if they don't start Zach Wilson, don't even touch it. But if they start Zach Wilson, give me the Jets money line. Yeah. Other than that, give me the Broncos, which we discussed before. But for college, Give me Washington money line.
Yeah, I like that.
Give me
too.
Washington
I'm
money
doing it.
line. Give me what? Actually,
spread,
you know
but
what?
I'm doing it.
You know what?
I'm doing
We
it.
discussed Washington. We discussed that. So let me give you one that we didn't discuss. Give me Appalachian State, a Sun Belt championship game. They're 8-4 this year, playing Troy, 10-2. Appalachian State knows how to win as underdogs.
They do.
So give me Appalachian State money line. That's my dog of the week. Appalachian State money line, New York Jets money line if they play Zach Wilson.
So there's contingencies.
Only for that game.
All right, bet.
Only for that game.
I'll drink to it.
For sure.
You can't.
I can't. Hey, you got something for the people?
Like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend,
tell a friend,
tell 10,
tell 10,
tell 20,
tell 20.
We getting that
dog money. If you smell that grass.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Turkey.
Hope y'all get some money. Hope y'all had a great weekend, and we'll see y'all next week.
Happy holidays early.
Super early, because Christmas in like 4 weeks, nigga.
I'm just prepared.
We'll
You
see
know,
y'all
I'm just
next week, man.